Class of 2020, you did it. You graduated high school. What a sweet accomplishment that is. I know I'm proud of you. Your family is proud of you. Your friends are proud of you. Hillside Church is proud of you. I have been so blessed, and I am so grateful that I have had 2 years with you. 2 years of watching God transform, develop, and mold you into the men and women that you are today. And I know God is just getting started. Well, I hope you know that when you graduate or commencement, I hope you know that yes, it is an ending, but commencement is also a beginning. You are saying goodbye to an amazing chapter of your life, but you are getting ready to step into and write a new chapter for your life. And I know God is going to do great things in you and through you. And so what I wanted to do is I just want to read a blessing over you. It's found in the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 24 through 26. Here's what we read. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. I know for me, that is my prayer for you. As you get ready to step into this next chapter of life, I hope that you feel celebrated, cherished, and honored. And I hope you know that God is with you, he is for you, and he has given people around you to be cheerleaders as you go through life. You guys are going to write amazing stories with your life, and I cannot wait to hear all about them. Well, God bless you. I am so excited for you. Peace.
So honored to be speaking on behalf of Paul Shalemi. He is finally graduating. I feel like he has been a senior for years, but I love him, and I just want to share just some of his accomplishments over his 4 years of high school, and the impact that he's made not only on my life, but the impact he's made on all the students and the Hillside community in general. I just want to shed light on some of the things that he's participated in. I'm sure this list is a lot more extensive than what I have, but these are just some of the things I know he's participated in over his time at Berean. He's been part of choir, he's been part of drama, he's led worship at chapels, he's taken many AP classes, and he's told me several times that his favorite was his AP history class, so ask him about that at any moment. He'll love to tell you about it. He also was an intern at Hillside, and through that was able to help in immense ways. A lot of that was in Mexico mission trips. He loved helping with the Barnabas board and all those different ways that you can just really minister in small ways. He loved speaking just truth to the students in fun, creative ways. He also has made countless videos for Hillside and Breen as well, and I don't think people understand the countless hours he put into those videos, but his heart really was to convey what we felt in Mexico and bring that to the people at the church who helped support us. At the end of the day, Paul has a servant heart, and he wants to minister to people and his fellow students in any capacity. And that's why I think you see him in so many different areas, is because the Lord's gifted him in so many areas and even in so many strengths. And I think that's cool to look at a high schooler who's been able to juggle all those things and juggle them well. I'm a firm believer in the Lord speaking identity from day one of someone's life, and I really believe that there's a prophetic calling when someone gets named something as a baby. And so I was looking at what Paul meant, and a lot of us know Paul in the Bible, but this definition of the name just made my jaw drop. It says, a small whisper that propagates into a roaring multitude. And I read that, and I knew that that was Paul Shalemi. When I first started hanging out with the Shalemi family, he was in middle school, and I remember going to Tahoe over the weekend, and he probably said 2 or 3 words to me the entire weekend. And come to know Paul now, he's a force to be reckoned with. He is passionate for people everywhere. He loves people. It's been an honor to see him mature into that man of God. And I have walked through several things with him, and at the end of the day, his heart is just, he wants people to know Jesus the way that he knows Jesus. And we're very similar in very being detail oriented, and I just appreciated another student who came to me wanting advice, wanting help, and Paul is so receptive of my advice, even though I'm only a few years older than him, but the amount of advice that he asks and just his intentionality with wanting to get better and wanting to draw closer to the Lord is inspiring. And I think that that's why he was such a pivotal part of the Hillside community, and especially at Edge, because people knew that he was willing to talk through things. He was wanting to grow and learn and foster that relationship with the Lord every single day. And that is inspiring to me, especially as someone who mentors someone. It's inspiring to have someone who actually listens to what you say. So it was just an honor to be part of his life in that area. As I was just praying over Paul, I just really felt like Psalms 18 was really highlighted to me. So I just want to read those verses and just dedicate that to him as he moves on to his next chapter of college in Georgia. So I'm just going to read these verses. It's Psalms 18 at 28 to 30. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale any wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. And I just want to speak that over Paul, because he's gone through things in high school. He's had his trials. Who hasn't? But I feel like the things that the Lord has made him walk through is only going to make him that much stronger, and I feel with confidence that he's going to become more of a roaring multitude as he walks off into Georgia, as he walks on to his next several years in different seasons, that he's going to be strong and he can scale any wall because he has the Lord on his side. So Paul, I love you. You've become a brother to me. I want only the best for you, and yeah, I just pray that you keep the Lord close, and you remember that the faith of a mustard seed is all that you need.
Hi Hillside, I'm Tony Collins, and today I'm honored to be here to present to you my son, 2020 graduate of Concord High, Cooper Collins. Cooper was born on December 25th, 2001. And as followers of Jesus, his mom Christy and I decided to dedicate him to the Lord, and we did so at Hillside in 2002. Growing up at Hillside, Coop had the blessing of being in Mr. Bill and teacher Connie's amazing Sunday school class. That's where he learned all about the love of God, his son Jesus, and many people from Scripture. And then in 2019, the night before Easter, he chose to be baptized. As a child, Cooper spent 3 seasons swimming for our neighborhood pool, which was just great times. He also played 13 seasons of Challenger baseball in Walnut Creek, playing for every team possible. Just last year as a junior in high school, he ran track for Concord High, earning the Coaches Award as a key inspirational team player. Pretty awesome. Cooper is faithful, he's funny, he's creative, he's a hard worker, he's very kind-hearted, very sensitive, and he truly, truly loves Jesus. During the last 6 summers, Cooper has been a student at Joey Travolta's Inclusion Films, learning how to make films and videos with other young adults who also have special needs. Cooper is a lover of film and video, but there's nothing to Cooper as amazing as Pixar studios. Just recently on a whim I asked him if he knew how many different films that Pixar had made, and immediately he answered, yeah, like you don't? 22, and I had no idea if he was right. But then he asked if I wanted to know all the names of all the movies in order. And I laughed thinking, there's no way. Well, without skipping a beat, he proceeded to list off every Pixar film from 95's Toy Story to 2020's onward. Cooper also happens to be a YouTube sensation. He's made over 600 cartoon videos. He has over 60,000 subscribers with more than 42 million views. Well, due to this COVID-19 pandemic, Cooper is finishing up his senior year online, like every other senior in this country. This past year, before the pandemic hit, as a senior, he served on the student leadership team at Concord High, which allowed him to serve his entire school. He also got to serve as the Concord High School Minuteman mascot, which was a honor to be at parades and at rallies as the Minuteman. In the fall, Cooper heads into Mount Diablo School District's Bridge program for adults with special needs. It's there they'll teach him a number of new skills that'll help him as he continues moving forward into adulthood. As I said a bit earlier, Cooper has developed a sweet and tender-hearted countenance that will continue to impact and change everyone he meets. Cooper, you have changed our lives in inexplicable ways. We are all so very proud of the amazing young man that you've become, and we love you so much. So, folks, once again, I present to you 2020 graduate of Concord High School, Cooper Howard Collins.
Hi, I'm Larry Ford. I'm the uncle of Clayton Ford. Clayton, it's hard to believe that the last 12 years of school have come and gone already, and 18 years down the road since the day you were born. It's been a long time, but in hindsight, it went by so quickly. And here we are already at your graduation. 2020, what a cool year to graduate. 2020, it's like having perfect vision, being able to see clearly. But the future is not something you're able to see very clearly. You're going to be facing many challenges in life and also many opportunities. I hope you make the right choices as you move forward and you have the ability to see things clearly, just like the year you graduated with 2020 vision. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck and I wish you all the happiness life can bring you. So do the best you can to make the right choices at the right times. Think about your future education and think about your future employment. Find something that you can be happy with, something that you get joy from. Also, something that pays the bills. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on your accomplishment and I look forward to seeing what happens with you in the rest of your life. Well, Hillside, I am so honored to present to you Vitaly. You know, Vitaly was my first impression of Hillside. And when I met him, I was going, I have to be here. Vitaly is loud, energetic, enthusiastic, passionate, caring, and he is a leader. Vitaly also loves Jesus. It has been so fun for these past 2 years that I've been at Hillside, getting to hear the heart of Vitaly as we talk about the scriptures together at Edge or on mission trips or at retreats. Vitaly is always pursuing after Jesus, and he wants to know him more and more. And that is one of the most defining things about Vitaly, is his all-out pursuit for Jesus. And I know that Vitaly, because of who God has made him to be, is going to be an influencer, an impactor, and a difference maker in his life as he moves into college. I am so honored that I get to present to you Vitaly Gusenkov. Congratulations, and God bless you, Vitaly.
Good evening, Hillside. Tonight I have the special privilege to introduce to you another very special graduate named Luke Horolla. For the last 4 years, Luke has attended Berean Christian High School in Walnut Creek. He played football for his freshman year, and then he's been on the yearbook team for several years, and he enjoyed being part of the robotics team. Luke is what I like to say our small group's philosophical John Wayne. For those of you who know him, that might make sense. But during small group time, he would frequently give us a quick history lesson in the events of the time period that we might be discussing that evening. He seems to have actually quite the interest in history. What I like most about Luke, though, is his gentle and caring spirit. He's just soft-spoken and very caring towards the other students in the youth group, including his sister. I know he has great respect and adoration for his parents. I don't think I ever heard him once complain about his parents, which isn't always the case with some students. He's just a great kid. I picked a Bible verse I thought fitting for Luke. It's from 1 Peter 3. The verse is talking about being a husband, but I think this applies to Luke and the person that he is. And it says, I reworded a little bit, but I still think it's true to the word. Let your adornment be the hidden person of the heart, with the imperishable quality of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is precious in the sight of God. I just thought that was really described who Luke was and is becoming. After graduation, Luke will be attending Grand Canyon University this fall, studying advertising and graphic design. And with that, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you this evening Berean High School graduate, class of 2020, Luke Horolla. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Naomi Kurtz, and I'm so excited to be able to honor Rachel Murphy as we celebrate her graduation from high school. So, hello Rachel! As you know, we've been friends since even before I was a leader at Edge, back when I was a student myself, and so it's been a huge blessing to have the opportunity to return to this community and to continue our friendship and to see where God has taken you over the past couple of years. One of my favorite memories ever in the history of my life was rooming with you at Chick during the summer of 2018, and that's when I really got to know you on a more personal level, and you helped me to feel at home in our little humid Tennessee dorm room as I got to see how welcoming, uplifting, and creative you are. And these are assets that I have absolutely no doubt will carry you far and bring joy to all those around you as you enter college life. And plus, I know firsthand that you'll make a phenomenal roommate, so I'm more than happy to be a reference for you, because that was a pleasure. And I also have really loved seeing you every Thursday night this past year as we jammed to ABBA and to other good music. You're a lot of fun to be around, and I'm so glad to have been able to spend that time with you. I'm so proud of you for pushing through high school, both the highs and the lows, especially as you and your class have been thrown this massive curveball at the end. I'm sure that that can seem a little bit daunting as you're entering this transition in your life, but there's a verse that brings me a lot of comfort. It's my all-time favorite verse, and that is Proverbs 31:25, which reads, "She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future." And I know so much that it can be hard to laugh without fear of the future, but I want to remind you that you have an almighty, righteous, loving God on your side who wants nothing more than to see you succeed. And so with him on your side, there's no way you can fail, and I'm so excited to hear about your successes as you move forward. And I am so grateful to have spent these past few years with you, and I will always be just one text away while you are killing it in college. So I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see where God takes you next.
It's a privilege to be able to video this message to you, to tell you how much I love you, how proud I am of you, and to be able to claim you as my niece. I wish that you could be here right now enjoying our garden, and that you could visit your grandmother. That would be so sweet. We love your compassionate nature, and we love your idea generation. It was so fun when we spent the time at the zoo together, just being with one another. We love you, and we wish you all the best. We pray God's blessing over you.
Hannah, the anticipation of your birth and your being our daughter has been a joy in our lives. In this time of graduation, we are so proud of you and who you have become. Your spirit for justice, your laugh, your strength and perseverance, your willingness to question, your boldness and adventurous, and your honesty and loyalty are just a few of your character traits that have and will serve you well. Above all else, know that you are loved. You are loved by me and your mother and all your extended family. Most of all, know that you are loved by God. We don't earn or deserve his love. He chooses to love you. Know that nothing can separate you from God's love for you. This is my only bit of advice. Seek God. Protect your heart from those who would hurt you. Take care of your body and mind. Don't love the things of this world. They won't love you. Be adventurous and confident. Let the love God has for you permeate your being and spill over onto the people all around you. Love with a generosity that only comes from knowing God's love for you. I love you, Hannah. I look forward to many good times together.
Good evening, Hillside. My name's Kevin Gaby, and I'm a volunteer in the high school youth group here at Hillside. I've been a volunteer for about 10 years on and off, and tonight I have the very special privilege to introduce to you a very special graduate named Jake Trees. When I first met Jake, he was just a little toddler running around the church. I remember as he grew up, he would distinguish himself by wearing a bow tie. So tonight, in honor of Jake, I decided to dress Jake Trees style. It was around the time he was in junior high, I realized we had a mutual appreciation for sarcasm, and that I might actually be his youth group leader or small group leader at some point. And it was one afternoon at a church event that I was sitting and talking with Jake, and I believe he was wearing his bow tie and talking to me about cannibalism and making me laugh hysterically, that I decided for sure that I was going to commit 4 more years to the youth group here at Hillside. His freshman year was the most memorable for me. It was the most fun. Every week in youth group, Jake would create a new memorable moment for all of us. From disappearing while we were praying to tying my shoelaces together when I wasn't looking, Jake always kept me on my toes. He liked to talk about wrestling. He liked to wrestle with us. Sometimes he would usually challenge Vitali or somebody else in the youth group, but sometimes he would challenge me, and I usually had an excuse not to embarrass myself. All these kids are bigger, taller, and stronger than me now. Just when I thought Jake wasn't paying attention in small group, he would interject a very thoughtful comment relevant to the evening's topic at the perfect time. Most of all, Jake made us laugh. He always helped bring us back down from our serious moments, sometimes tearful moments, with a very witty, funny comment. During the last 4 years, Jake attended Northgate High School in Walnut Creek. Among his accomplishments, Jake ran cross country his freshman and sophomore year, as well as wrestled. And this senior year, he placed 3rd in league at NCS in a very competitive weight class. Academically, he improved his grades year over year, and in December of 2019, he became an Eagle Scout. You can enjoy his hard work that he completed on his Eagle Scout project if you visit the outdoor picnic area up at Hillside. He rebuilt a decaying retaining wall and fence in the picnic area, and he put a lot of hard work into that. It was very impressive. You should take a look. Things I know about Jake that you may not know or may know. He's funny. He's sarcastic. He's very strong. He's passionate. He's very caring, and he's very hardworking. After graduation, Jake will be attending Chico State in their honors program studying mechatronic engineering. Now, I had to look up what that meant, and it says mechatronic is the study of intelligent systems and products in which mechanization and controlling requiring sensing, actuation, and computation are combined to achieve improved product quality and performance. Well, I don't know. It read something like that. It just sounded like Skynet to me. Kidding aside, it's my distinct pleasure and honor to present to you this evening 2020 Northgate High School senior graduate Jake Trees. Congratulations.